Hello challengers, welcome to the pilot episode of Bold is Fit, and in today's episode we have none other than the indomitable man machine, leader of men, Virat Kohli.
Injured right now, but it's okay.
Virat,
Yes.
it's a pleasure to have you in our show. And even before I go into the question segment, it has been an amazing summer, and under your leadership, this young Indian team has played a very aggressive brand of cricket. And the world #1 title is under the team's belt. And the way you guys have fought and trained and stuck together over the last 12 months has been simply exhilarating. Fans all over the world would love to hear about it. Can you please give us a gist?
Well, the journey has been quite an exciting one. It's one that is full of highs and a few challenges in between. But I think the vision that we had at the start of that Australia tour, from then on, the way the team has come along, I think it's been a great achievement on part of the whole team, the support staff, plus all the players that have been involved. And it's been totally amazing to see, the energy levels of the guys sustained throughout the season from when we started. It's been 18 months and almost 24 months, and the guys have really stepped up to the plate and shown the desire and the passion and the consistency, and we finished 14 points clear and #1 in the world. So very, very happy as a captain, and a very proud man right now, and a very special achievement as well.
Before I even get into the question section, Virat, thousands and thousands of questions, and our panel of judges decided to select about 10 or 11 questions, and we have that here. And shall we start? The first question comes from Mahesh from Mysore. We have heard so much about your discipline towards fitness. I'm an aspiring cricketer myself. I do train, but my training, I guess, is old school, where I run a few laps, stretch, and do some body weight exercises. On the contrary, you have raised the bar, and it looks like you train at a different level. Is there a difference between training and training professionally?
Well, I would say there's a massive difference in training and training professionally. You would know the best. But what I can say from personal experience is, yes, all the things that he's mentioned, they are good for getting the body going, or getting the blood flowing in the body, as we say. But after that, I think an athlete needs to train like an athlete, and the demands of the game have become such that if you want to play all three formats and you want to be successful, your body has to respond to all conditions and all situations and challenges in front of you. So that's one reason why I obviously you gave me the blueprint or the vision to change my training, but to take it upon me to actually execute that was also a thing that was going on in my head. But I can vouch for it that it has totally changed my cricket for sure, and I feel much more energetic on the field, and I feel like I can do any movement on the field, which I think is the most liberating thing for an athlete. So you have to train professionally. There's no point training in an inappropriate manner and going on for hours. It can be precise, but it has to be the right kind of training.
The second question, interestingly, comes from Chandigarh, and it's from Mandeep. Virat, what is your favorite exercise in the gym, and how does it help you?
My favorite exercise in the gym is the power snatch, and the reason it helps me is because it literally works every body part, and especially the muscles that are important at the back of the body, from your neck to your traps, to your shoulders, to the legs, hamstrings, glutes, calves, everything. Stability in your lower back because the bar is going up high, core strength for the bar to go up that high. So I think it's the most complete exercise, and certainly the most challenging one that I feel is present in the schedule that I have. So that is the one that I enjoy the most, because if I have a choice of doing one, I would do 3 sets of snatches with heavy weights, progressing it, and my whole gym session is done. It's that good an exercise.
This is another interesting question. It comes from Keith from Pretoria. In today's digital world, there are so many meal plans available, but you have followed a set, low carbs, high protein diet. Does this work for all?
I never followed any diet plans as such. I don't know. Instinctively, I felt like I need to start trying things on my own. One thing I knew for sure was if something doesn't taste good, it's healthy for you. So that's how I started. But eventually, I realized that I need to add some aspects to my diet for me to be able to gain muscle. I think I lost all the fat initially, and I was too curious about what I was eating in terms of carbohydrates. I was totally away from it. It became sort of a madness initially, but then I realized, my energy levels are not where I want them to be. Yes, I've lost all the fat in my body, but now I need to replace it with muscle and get stronger. That's when the training change happened, and a few diet changes happened as well. Because I was training differently, so I could afford to increase some things in my diet. But in general, I think everyone needs to find their own way. The body knows exactly what suits it and what doesn't. So immediately when you eat something which doesn't suit your body, you'll feel slow, you'll have bloating, the next day you won't wake up well. So the first few initial things I tried was stay away from sugar, stay away from wheat, and that worked wonders for me. I think those were the two most evil things in my diet, I would say, which was stopping me from going to the next level. And from there on, obviously, you learn more about food, you learn more about what provides you what, and then you make those changes. But everyone needs to find their own way. That's what I feel. For me, if I have to do endurance, I would rather do that with my skill. I wouldn't go reckless with the supplements. I only take what is required for my body.